And welcome back to another youth devotion. We know from John 15, 13, 14 that Jesus calls us his friends. And we know what unrestrained friendship meant to Jesus. He died for us. That's the ultimate cost of friendship. What have you done to demonstrate your unrestrained friendship with Christ? Let's look at an example from John 12, 1 through 3. It tells a story about what it means to be a friend of Jesus. Mary was willing to put aside what people thought about her and commit an outlandish, unrestrained act of love toward Jesus. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Here, a dinner was given in Jesus' honor. Martha served, while Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took about a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume. She poured on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. In the first place, Mary wasn't a servant, so this task would have not been appropriate for her to carry out. Washing feet is not one of our customs today, so we may miss the meaning in her act. But check it out in this context. Guests' feet were usually dirty after travel, so it was customary to remove one's sandals upon arrival in a home or at a party and wait for a servant to wash their feet. Mary was not a servant in this home, but she humbled herself to wash Christ's feet anyway. Second, Mary's act was costly. In verse 5, we learned the perfume was worth about a year's wages. And third, Mary literally let her hair down. She went against the customs of the day in an act of unrestrained devotion. And she was criticized for this act of true friendship. This story carries two themes. One is the act of unrestrained love and friendship of Mary toward someone she loved. But there's also Mary's recognition of an eternal friendship. She was willing to be denounced for her worship of Christ, not only as a friend, but as his servant. In your life, what does a no holds barred, unedited relationship with Jesus look like? What does being unrestrained in your love for Christ look like for you? How do you feel about being criticized for your faith? If you didn't restrain or edit yourself, how would you change what would you change in your relationship with loved ones, with strangers, with those who do not yet know Christ? So, having looked at the unrestrained friendship and love that Mary showed Jesus in this scripture, I challenge you for you to look for ways to love those around you. God bless you and have a great day.